What's up, everyone? Welcome back to King Anime Review, and for this video, I will be clearing something up that I said in my Boruto episode 220 review video. And what I said in that video was, it seemed like Naruto was hesitating about killing Boruto. And I was wrong about that. And the reason I was wrong is because Naruto, it was very, very clear that Naruto wasn't planning on killing Boruto. Instead, he was planning on doing whatever it took to protect Boruto. He literally said, my reputation as Hokage will be ruined, but I don't care if everyone hates me. I'm still your father, and I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let you be killed, basically, because he said, I heard about the promise you made to Sasuke. The promise Sasuke made to you, and it's similar to what the 5 Kage we're talking about. And he said, but I won't let that happen, and I don't care if everyone in the village hates me. I don't care if everyone hates me. I don't care if my reputation, he basically said my reputation as the Hokage will be ruined. And I don't care if everyone hates me. I'm not going to let that happen. So it was very, very clear that he wasn't planning on killing Boruto. And then he hugged Boruto. And he basically said, yeah, I never go back on my word. And Boruto said, that's your ninja way, right? And then Naruto said, yeah. And then his hand started to shake. Now, that's very similar to like him having that panic attack when he was in the land of iron back during 5 Kage Summit. He had that panic attack about Sasuke. It's very, very similar to that. He was essentially, it seemed like he was very, very scared and very, very worried about Boruto, but he was not under any circumstances planning on killing Boruto. And I think that's an amazing thing. And that's something that was only in the anime. The conversation between Boruto and Naruto, that was an anime original scene in this past episode of Boruto, episode 220. That was the anime original scene, the conversation between Boruto and Naruto. And that's an example of the anime adding way more detail and depth to the story from the manga and drastically improving the story from the manga, because that scene wasn't even in the manga. But in the manga the scene that was in the manga was when Gaara asked Naruto, will he be, willing to take down Boruto? And Naruto said, I'll be willing to do what needs to be done. Now, he said the same thing in anime. However, that was, he thought Gaara was only talking about like if Momoshiki was to resurrect through Boruto. And Gaara asked him, basically Gaara asked that question. And then Naruto said he's willing to do what needs to be done. But then Gaara got really specific in the anime, and he said, you no longer have Kurama's power, so it's not a guarantee that you're going to be able to take down the Otsutsuki. So Gaara was essentially implying that what he was talking about was killing Boruto before Momoshiki has a chance to resurrect through Boruto. And then Naruto, he didn't even answer Gaara after that. So yeah, it seems like he was very, very clear. And he just knew from right then when Gaara brought that up, he knew that, like he was gritting his teeth, and he knew that he wasn't going to kill Boruto. Now, if Momoshiki was to resurrect through Boruto, Naruto said he would do what needs to be done. In other words, he would try to kill Momoshiki. Now, what Gaara was saying was, Gaara was saying, we don't even know if you'll be able to take down Momoshiki without Kurama. And that's the same thing that Sasuke was basically saying as well. But Naruto, it's very clear that Naruto would be willing to kill Momoshiki after Momoshiki resurrects through Boruto's body, but he would not be willing to kill Boruto. Now, technically, if he killed Momoshiki after Momoshiki resurrected through Boruto's body, that wouldn't be the same thing as him killing Boruto. Because once Momoshiki resurrects, that means Boruto would already be dead anyways. So he wouldn't even be necessarily killing Boruto. Now, anyway, so that's how the anime drastically improved things. And me as a manga reader, that's probably why I made that claim in a review video where I said it seemed like Naruto was hesitating about killing Boruto. Because, first of all, I literally just recorded the review right after I got done watching the episode. So I didn't really go back, I didn't really watch the episode multiple times or, analyze every piece of dialogue. I was just going strictly off of memory and stuff. But also, I'm a manga reader, so in the manga, it wasn't even clear. Basically in the manga, it just seemed like Naruto would be willing to kill Boruto. That's basically what it seemed like in the manga, because we didn't get that conversation that the anime added in between Boruto and Naruto. And all we had was Naruto saying that he would do what needed to be done after Gaara was questioning him and stuff. So anyways, the anime made things a lot more clear. It added in a lot more detail and depth to the story from the manga, and it made things a lot better. And also, the reason why it made things a lot better, on top of adding all that stuff in there, is because it stayed true to Naruto's character. Naruto is not the type of character who would sacrifice somebody in general. Like, he wouldn't sacrifice somebody he loves and cares about. Boruto is his son. Of course he wouldn't sacrifice Boruto. He cares about everybody in the village. He loves everyone in the village and stuff like that. He would be willing to kill Momoshiki if Momoshiki resurrected through Boruto's body, but he would not be willing to kill his own son. He just wouldn't be willing to do that. I mean, even Sasuke, who was like his best friend slash brother throughout the series, that, you know, he views Sasuke as his brother slash best friend throughout the series. Even he wasn't willing to sacrifice Sasuke. He said, basically, he told Sasuke, how could I become Hokage if I can't even save one friend? And that was his ideology. Now that he is the Hokage, it's logical that he would have that same type of ideology. Like, how could I consider myself a Hokage if I would be willing to sacrifice my own son? Like, how could I consider myself Hokage? That's not, first of all, that's not a morally good thing to do. Because everybody's life should be viewed equally. You shouldn't be sacrificing human beings to save other human beings. Everybody's life should be viewed equally, has equal value. Naruto values everyone's life. Now, so why would he kill his own son, his own innocent son? Now, you could say, okay, well, if he did do that, it could, you know, maybe protect the village because it would stop the threat of Momoshiki, right? Now, the thing is, Naruto would be willing to kill Momoshiki, as I already said, after Momoshiki resurrected through Boruto. That's a different thing. However, Boruto's innocent. Not only is he innocent, but he's his own son. So it really wouldn't even make sense for Naruto to be considering killing Boruto. And I just love the way the anime made things in this episode. I love how it drastically improved upon the stuff that was in the manga. And it showed you that when push comes to shove, Naruto, his family comes first. Even though he says everybody in the village is his family and stuff like that. That's kind of like his catchphrase, one of his catchphrases. The fact of the matter is, when push comes to shove, his family is number one. So, you know, basically Boruto, Himawari, Hinata, and probably even Kawaki, those characters are more important to Boruto than the entire village, basically. It's basically what it seems like, really. Because he's not gonna kill, he wouldn't be willing to kill Boruto. He couldn't bring himself to do it. He couldn't even bring himself to do it, which I love. I love that about Naruto, and I respect that about Naruto. He's not gonna sacrifice an innocent life. He's not gonna sacrifice someone. He values all life, and he would be. I mean, I already explained this whole thing, but yeah, after going back and watching the episode and stuff, yeah, I think I just had to make this video to clear things up. Yeah, and then Naruto is, like I said, his hand was shaking, and it's kind of similar to like that panic attack he had in the 5 Kage summon about Sasuke. But if he was willing to do anything he possibly could to save Sasuke, it makes logical sense and is, you know, accurate to his character for him to be willing to do everything he can to save Boruto. Remember, in the 5 Kage summit, he was kind of like, you know, I mean, he's trying to stop the Raikage. He was willing to, you know, put himself in danger and stuff and go against the Kages, the other Kage and stuff in order to save Sasuke. So it makes sense that he will obviously be willing to do the same thing to save his own son. That makes a lot of sense. Makes logical sense. Now, thankfully, Amato had those pills. But in general, if Amato didn't have those pills, then things could have got bad. Things could have really got bad. I'm not going to fault Gaara or Sasuke for questioning Naruto, because Naruto, basically Boruto, even though they knew Boruto was innocent and stuff like that, they saw Momoshiki as a huge threat, and they had family as well. So that's the thing with that. But anyways, that's all I got to say for this video. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that channel notification bell to be notified on all of my future videos. And Drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. And yeah, share the video all over the internet. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Every promise I've been praying for.